Hey guys, today I'm going to do a project that's a little bit different. I recently watched Adam Savage's video where he got a toolbox and lined it with walnut to make it a little bit prettier. And while watching it, I kind of went, man, I think I can do a better job. I actually have the same toolbox he used, and I've had it for a couple years, and I haven't found a use for it yet, but I think this is the perfect opportunity. This is an awesome toolbox. It's made by Toyo, and they're a Japanese company, and they make like really excellent toolboxes. I love them. I actually have my favorite toolbox right here. I have it set up with all my milling, machining gear right now, and it's just awesome. Like, they make such a good product. It has all these segmented parts. You can kind of build out however you want. And then like all the different sections just make it great for organizing stuff. It's kind of full of junk right now, to be honest, but that's how it goes. Yeah, but I love it. But this video is about this toolbox. I'm a huge Adam Savage fan, and I watched the video and was like, I kind of want to beat him. I kind of want to like take up the challenge. So that's what I'm going to try to do today. I think on the inside, I'm also going to line it with walnut like he did. But I'm going to switch it up a little bit. So I'm going to add in some like leather inserts. I think that'll look really nice. I also want to add some segments like this other toolbox to, you know, just add some more storage or whatnot. And then I kind of think up here I want to do like a leather strip with some different spots for like little files and pencils or just tiny things to put in there. Maybe a pouch. We'll see. I kind of want this to only take a day or two, so it might be a challenge to get all that done. Yeah, and with that, I'm going to get to it. I'm a huge Adam Savage fan, and I have been since I was a child. So, I don't know, this I thought would be a cool thing to kind of show the skills he inspired me to get. Yeah, and it's cool that I'm kind of at a point after, you know, learning to make stuff my whole life that I'm like, okay, I think I can definitely beat Adam Savage. I think I can do a better job than he did. Now, he probably wasn't trying to put all his effort into the toolbox he made, but still, I think it's cool that I can, and I can beat my hero. So, here we go. So the hardest part of this project is definitely lining it with wood, because the toolbox is metal and it's like stamped from a sheet of metal, and so all the internal corners and everything are roundovers. So getting everything to fit is going to be pretty tricky, I think. The best way I decided to do this would be on my CNC to first get the inside roundover. I also kind of just want to use my CNC for everything now. I don't really have like a spindle sander or anything to get an inside roundover like that. That's going to be this clean. And so I'm going to do it on the CNC. And then after I cut these out and glue up the box that'll fit inside the toolbox, I should be able to get on a sander and round over the corners that'll actually be contacting the metal. Come on now. I'm making you better. This is what you want. Oh. I think that's perfect. First try. That doesn't make sense. That's not supposed to happen. When I was thinking about how to glue up this little box, I thought I should put some sort of joinery in between the joints because they are basically butt joints. But after I kind of fit it the first couple times, I realized that it's tight enough in that steel case that I don't think there's going to be enough stress on the joint for it to break. But if it does, I'll just go back and add a joint later. It'll be a little experiment, I guess. Making the top half of the box liner was definitely the hardest part, just because, I don't know, the angles are hard. If there's angles at all, that makes it tricky. But just like, it has to be tight in there, and getting everything right was really important. So that was the hardest part that took the longest. But I kind of just babied it, and the joints came out fine. I have my old leather working toolbox. I haven't made anything with leather in a long time, so I'm kind of excited. This toolbox lacks organization. I got all these things in here. And I'm gonna line this sucker with leather. So, got this strip, gonna mark it out, just cut out a square. I think I'm gonna leave the leather mostly untreated, and I might just put some like mink oil or something like that on it. Because I think it'll wear in really nice. That's what I'm hoping for at least. Like I said a minute ago, I haven't worked with leather in quite a while, and I honestly forgot how fun it is. Here I'm making a little template for the handle. I kind of forgot to film cutting it out, but I used to make knives, and I made a lot of sheaths out of leather for them, and I got fairly good at it back in the day. And so I really want to start working with leather more. Leather, kind of like building furniture, it's one of those things that can look kind of crafty really easily. So getting something that looks super nice and professional is really hard in leather, in my opinion. But that's the fun of it. It's kind of like a game to me. So because all the inside parts of the box are rounded over, I have to round over every single part of the wood I'm making. And I was really worried at first that this was going to be really tricky to get everything to line up. But honestly, it wasn't that bad. Oh, yeah. Woo! Oh, that's perfect. Oh, I'm not going to need to fasten it. Oh, it's nice and tight. Oh, yeah. Yep. Oh, man, I'm good. Oh, that's lovely. One thing I'm curious about with this box is a lot of the times with like the inside of drawers and stuff like that, you don't want to finish them because the finish kind of keeps off gassing, and so it'll leave a weird smell. So because everything's finished in here and there's leather and mink oil and wood oil, it might get a funky smell, which I'm curious to see. It might be kind of a cool smell. I don't know. Only time will tell. I wanted this handle to kind of like fully encase the metal handle, mainly because I thought it would look cool. And so I'm doing it like this. I also think it's kind of a different look, which I'm a fan of. I don't know if there's a name for this type of handle, but it's kind of grown on me a lot. If you know what you call that, please let me know in the comments. I feel like there definitely has to be a better way to trim this extra top part, but I really couldn't think of anything else other than just going at it with a box cutter. It worked fine in the end, but it was just tricky to get everything square and keep it consistent. Now I'm gonna put some of this mink oil on this handle. Mink oil is usually used for like boots and shoes and stuff like that. So it'll definitely add some protection and give it a little bit of a sheen, but I think it'll wear in really nice. I think it's fitting for like an Adam Savage toolbox to kind of get broken in and show its wear over time, because that's something he's so into, and I am too, honestly. But I'm really hoping like over the years this leather like really breaks in and gets a nice patina. I was going back and forth on the best way to attach these leather strips to the wood top, but I decided I could just drill holes and stitch it straight to that, and I think it'll look cool. The string I'm using is like a wax coated string, so when I hit it with this lighter, it kind of melts the wax a little bit and locks everything in, especially where the tie-off knots are. All right, I got all the parts done and it's ready to put together. I'm really excited. I think everything's looking real nice. I haven't put it all together all at once yet, so hopefully everything fits and it looks good. But I'm gonna go for it. I need to blow this out. All right, so this base goes in first. snug. And then this goes in. This is the top, the rounded over part. Wipe it off one more time, just for good measure. Yeah, that's nice. This one's really snug. Okay, yeah, that feels good. Well, that looks great. And then my little leather insole for the pad. Like a glove. It sits at the bottom better this time. Then I'll throw in these inserts. Yeah, that's lovely. And I'll leave it like that. I feel like realistically I'll probably want it like this. But yeah, we'll do that. And then this top, so I got it all stitched up. I'm pretty happy with how it's looking. The back is kind of crazy because I just drilled through and stitched it to the wood. I think I want it to go, I think this way looks better. Hopefully it fits nice and snug. Oh yeah. Oh, that's perfect. That's perfect. Look at that. And then I got my handle on the top. Okay, I was checking if that'd fall. At first I thought I was gonna have to put rivets in here to hold the wood pieces, but I'm so good that the tolerance is just really tight. Yeah, this is it though. I'm really happy with how it looks. Wow. Honestly, I didn't think I would be that into this when it was done, but I'm really digging it now. Look at that. And the handle, I love the handle. I'm kind of glad I went with a handle like I did, like this design. I don't know if there's a name for this. I just kind of, this is what I did in my head, and I like it. I think the handle like matches the vibe of the toolbox. Like it's from Japan, and the handle kind of has a Japanese feel to it, which I'm really into. And I think it'll hold up good. It'll be nice and strong the way I did that. And then like inside, I got pouches up here. I could hold a couple pins in here, or maybe even a couple chisels or something like that. I could modify it later on. And then I have extra of these little dividers that I might use, but the only problem is I don't have anything to put in it. I don't know what I should use this toolbox for. So if you think of anything cool to put in this toolbox, let me know. But I'm really, this might be my new favorite toolbox now. And I think I did a lot better of a job than Mr. Savage. So I think it'd be cool if any of y'all have toolbox mods or anything like that. Please share them. I'd love to see more. I do have a love for cool toolboxes, and this has kind of inspired me to mod some other toolboxes. But anyways, that's it for today. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.